Choosing a college and major is a life-changing decision for college-bound high school students. Well, the St. Louis chapter of the National Association of Black Accountants has helped make these decisions easier for over 8 years with the Accounting Career Awareness Program, otherwise known as ACAP. We have one of the program chairs here with us to give us more details on this amazing program. And Erica Harris is with us, and she brought along a friend, Stephen Harris, who is also the chairman of the National Association of Black Accountants. Thanks for joining us both.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much for having us.
Super excited to have it. Yes, choosing a major is a difficult decision. I think how many of us, I don't know what I'm going to do when I'm in high school.
Exactly.
And how we help them navigate those waters, it can change depending on what they want, what they're good at. How do you appeal to them about becoming accountants in their lives? We'll start with you, Erica.
Exactly, Jay. You're so on point. You know, our kids know about all of the very cool professions out there: doctors, lawyers, right? Teachers, principals.
Accountants not on the list.
Very important work, but you rarely ever hear them say, I want to be in accounting and finance, right? And so, but what we know is that there's a really good profession. You can make a good living and have good careers, and there's so many opportunities for companies that are looking for minority students. And so it's important for us as accountants to be able to connect with them and show them these opportunities. So the ACAP program is geared to do that. So it is an innovative career development program that's geared towards minority high school students. High school students are the key because we want to start earlier to get them exposed to the field.
Absolutely.
And so they'll spend a week at a college campus. It's July 21st through July 26th at the University of Missouri UMSL. And they have a fun time, but as part of that fun, they learn about all the opportunities and careers that are available to them in accounting. They get to visit companies. They get to do a case study like a Shark Tank, which is a lot of fun. And more importantly, they get program content to help them become professionals. So how do they dress? How do they act? How do they talk? Do they understand financial literacy? Do they understand how to interview and what a good resume looks like? And we also ensure that they make sure that they can apply to colleges as well. So we also have a segment that helps them get scholarships.
For sure.
So lots of fun and
all inclusive.
Yes, all inclusive, absolutely.
So how, speak to the disparity or the gap in that learning. So as I hear you say, we want to expose them to the field, we want to help them gain interest, but we also want to prepare them for that field. How much, or do you feel like you have to supplement as it not being a familiar or as common of a profession to offer? Yeah,
there is a huge gap in disparity in majors in accounting. I want to let the chairman of NABA talk to that.
Right. And what is it that maybe then? Is it bad PR? I mean, you two look happy.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. You've been living as accountants.
And we're still married.
And you're still married.
We met through accounting and everything.
Now, that may be the key. Were you exposed at a young age, or what even led you to be attracted to the field and then pursue it and pretty much find what seems like a life of our dreams here?
Well, I'll tell you this. I think exposure is definitely the key.
Okay.
So many times our kids, they go to what they're exposed to do. I went to Normandy Senior High School here in St. Louis.
All right, Vikings.
Absolutely, Vikings. And I didn't take an accounting class. There was not an accounting class. But when I went to University of Missouri St. Louis, didn't know what major I wanted to go through. Didn't know what I wanted to be. So I went through, took a couple of accounting classes, and before I knew it, the advisor was like, you might as well be an accountant. I said, well, I guess that's what I'm going to be, and all. And so through that process, you learn what you can be and where this, I would say, our profession can take you. It was not until I joined NABA where I learned all the things that I could be through as being an accountant, and then seeing other black professionals in that space. I'll give you some stats. I would tell you less than 9% of professionals that are African American are in business and finance. So when you think about that, there's not a lot of exposure in that space. And so that's why our programs like ACAP is so important, because it's a big piece of the life cycle of NABA. You know, NABA is an organization. We have 3 levels. We have our ACAP students, we have our students, and we have our professional members as well. And so you got to have a pipeline to bring those people through. And so what I find a lot of times is that our professionals, they get so excited to engage with those students for a lot of reasons. It brings youth back to them and everything, the fun, the excitement and everything. But it's that opportunity to give back. You know, our motto is lifting as we climb. And that's the best way you can do it, is by replacing yourself with a dynamic young student.
Absolutely. Well, I look forward. I want us to talk a little bit more more about that lifting as you climb, because you knew about accounting, but you didn't get to thrive and enjoy it until you connected with NABA. And so that'll be an important part of our conversation when we get back. For more information on the ACAP or National Association of Black Accountants, visit community.nabainc.org/St. Louis. We'll have more right after this break.